Okay, well, I've been here for 17 and a half years now, and there have been dozens and dozens of really nice sounding projects that I've worked on, but if I had to pick one out of a hat now, I'd say it's probably a Kylie Minogue record that I did where she walked in and made the record here. So recorded it, mixed it, mastered it, and walked out with a CD ref, which is very unusual now because records are normally recorded somewhere, mixed somewhere else, and mastered somewhere else. To do records where it's all done in the same building with an artist you've worked for a long time, to see it finished in one spot, that's quite unique. So that's one of my favourites. It's called the Abbey Road Sessions, 25 years or something, and Kylie Minogue's brilliant. Okay, well, there's several things that a good mastering room should have. I mean, in no particular order, you should have a great parametric equalizer, a great stereo compressor, the tools, I mean, fantastic monitors, great ears on the side of your head, and the best, not too much, but a couple of variables of each is enough. You don't need racks and racks of gear because you just get lost and chase your own tail. You need the elements I mentioned that you know very well, and yeah, and just everything in the right order. A great signal path, and you're rolling. Okay, that's a very good question. You have to always respect the original integrity of the mix. You are not a mixer. You're not here to add certain things that will drag the sound of the file away from how the original sounded when it came in here. So I think I get a lot of my work because I don't actually tend to do much. I think that's because I nearly always get great mixes to work on, which is, I'm very fortunate. And I don't overemphasize the stuff that I use. I don't overdo it, and that seems to work. And I think that really, you know, if you've got good in, you get good out doing this. And as I say, I'm very fortunate to receive files now that nearly always sound okay, but the little bit of sugar that I put on the top in here with the tools that I have enhances it in a way that it's better, but it's never too far from the truth, which is the original mix and the song. Well, today, I have to be honest, was like most days where I meet somebody for the first time. As I just mentioned, they come in with nice sounding mixes. We had an empathy together straight away, looking for the same thing out of the finished results. Vlastur was able to understand the mechanics of the room, the way stuff gets moved around sonically. So we're hearing the same things together, we're on the same page. So for a first time experience for me, fantastic. Please, Vlastur, come back. Great, honestly, super.
Well, my musical background is that I'm a composer for feature films and the theatre, and I'm also one part of the Bombay Dub Orchestra. I have a company called Bohemia Junction, which represents Abbey Road Studios mastering for India, and we also have an orchestra where we record scores for Indian cinema. So that's really interesting. Some of the films come to Abbey Road to record as well. And I have this label called the Bohemia Junction Recording Company, which this album is going to be released on. And that is a platform for my favourite artists and for releasing my own music as well. Well, We connected in India. I was in Bombay and you were in Goa. We spoke on the phone.
Yeah.
But then in 2014, you did a remix of one of our Bombay Dub Orchestra tracks, which was amazing. And then we only met last year, or 2 years ago, 2022.
Yeah.
So so not very long, but I mean, it's been a long relationship, but
Yes, time to time we used to chat.
yeah, but meeting personally and being here today has been amazing. I think that one of the reasons of signing this album and Vlastur to the label was I think if you look at the sum of the parts of the music, it's dub, which I love, it's ambient, it's got a down-tempo beat, but it's got a very deep ethnic element to it, where you've used musicians from different regions. And I think bringing all those together, it feels like science fiction, ambient dub, world music. I think that's a new genre. But don't quote me on it. But it's something that's quite unique, and I'm glad that we've been able to work together and get the album out on the label. And I see some good things ahead, very much so.